In this short demonstration, we're going to show off the multiple spectrum view capability of the Rohde & Schwarz RTO 1044 oscilloscope. We have two time domain windows. They're the same signal, channel 1, other than they have different time bases. So the second image is a zoomed view of the first so that we can see some finer detail. We then have three different spectrum view windows all looking at channel 1. One in the range of DC to 100 megahertz, one in the range of DC to 800 megahertz, and one in the range of DC to 20 megahertz. We're going to show what the benefit of this is as we look for signals around the board. The Picotest VRTS2 demo board has many EMI signals. One of them is from a Colpitts oscillator in this little section of the board, and it's so that people can find signals with their near-field probes. It's a relatively clean Colpitts oscillator, and depending on the board, it's somewhere between 25 and 30 megahertz, and we can see the relatively clean signal with some smaller harmonics. There's also a point of load switching regulator on this board. It operates at 2.8 megahertz. Now on the bottom trace we can see the 2.8 megahertz and we can see all the harmonics of it. While in the DC to 800 megahertz sweep we can see the wideband noise that results from the ringing of the point of load regulator, and we can see a lot of the high frequency content. Looking over on the right side of the board, there are two oscillators. There's a 125 megahertz oscillator up here, and we can actually see the 125 megahertz fundamental and all of its harmonics. We can also see, if we look at the next signal down, this is a 10 megahertz clock, and looking at the clock buffer signal, now we can see 10 megahertz and all of its harmonics, odds and evens. But even more importantly, we can see how wide band the spectrum from that buffer is due to the very short, very high amplitude current pulses. And so that's one of the major sources of EMI on the board. But this shows why it is that it's beneficial for us to see spectrum view in three different views.